The report final time why about the flag? Flag service is trying to test the traffic. Man,
for last time faced by the University of Washington. The duty there, I keep a record of the season first. This is Washington kept this farm account carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members, strive to build up our financial standing, food safety, and investment. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
Secretary, with final time stated by your form. I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and future farmers. The advisor.
Hereby now.
My state by now.
The hour is time-honored duty, knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and righteous wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
For the final time, the plow, civil, labor, and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can come. My duty requires the civil at all times to direct the work of our organization. I preside over the meetings and actions of that president to place the meetings of the rising sun.
Why is the president so stated?
The rising sun is hope of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at the station.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Secretary.
I'm pleased to announce this 1989 award banquet. We have 44 members, 2 advisors, and 93 guest presidents.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Farmers, why are we here? Brotherhood, honorable opportunities, responsibilities, develop those qualities of leadership which we farmers should possess. May we accomplish our purpose? Announce our lead, Casey County Chapter, future farmers of America, duly open to transaction of business or attention to any matter which may properly be presented. Mr. Secretary, what is the first item of business?
Introduction of guests by Mr. Price.
We're fortunate to have some special people with us tonight. We thank all of you for being here. And I'd like for these people to stand just for a moment and be recognized. And after they all have been recognized, we'll give them an applause. We'll start at the head table. We have with us Mr. Harvey Lussell, representing Farm Credit Services. Next to him is Mr. Robert Holt, his daughter Amy. Mr. Holt is teacher of agriculture at Greene County High School. And Amy is president of the Lake Cumberland region, which we'll be hearing from her in a few minutes. We have with us Mr. Jim Harn, a Casey County School Board member, and also Mr. Eddie Patterson, Casey County School Board member. Representing the Casey County News is Lisa Langham. Some people that have done some traveling to be here with us. Richard Jones, president of the Kentucky Pork Producers. And next to him is Mike Olson, executive director of the Kentucky Pork Producers Association. Also, Ronnie Summers, president of our local Casey County Pork Producers. And his son, Marshall, former president of the FFA. Let's give these people a round of applause. It always makes us feel good when it makes the students feel good as well as the teachers when other teachers and principals come out and support them. And at this time I want to recognize the teachers from the high school, Mr. Hill, Ms. Dees, Ms. Pepper, Mrs. Davidson and her husband, Mrs. Smith, and with her tonight is our chapter FFA sweetheart, Missy. We welcome Mr. and Mrs. Osweiler, who's Baylor's principal here at Case County High School. Again, we thank you all for supporting agriculture in the FFA. Let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I'd like for all the parents and guests of the FFA members to stand and like the FFA members to show our appreciation for them being here. Debating on whether to recognize our wives or not. He said since it's sitting here in front of us, we better. So would our wives please stand? They give us a lot of support. I'd like to give thanks to the Home Ec Department under the guidance of Ms. Jane Henson and Ms. Smith for the table decoration. They've done an excellent job. Let's give them a round of applause. And I think Mike is trying to pull the cooks out. It was a delicious meal. And we thank you all. Let's give them a round of applause. You know, from time to time we recognize people that are, I don't know what word to use. Ms. Murphy, you're going to have to get up here and help me on this. Because you've got more plans for this than I have. But we sit together and discuss and talk about people that support agriculture and support the FFA. And we'd like to recognize a couple of people tonight and give them a small token of and show our appreciation for what they've done for us.
Well, Mr. Price said we like to recognize those that support the FFA, especially those that have stayed with us over the years. Tonight, we want to recognize two. And well, read with you and Miss Kitten, just come on back. I'm not going to tell you, they've been trying our meals here for years and years. I'm not going to tell you how many years, but I will tell you this. Rita has been here as long as the building has. And Miss Pittsburgh is about 2 or 3 years behind, so you can figure that out. So, we appreciate what the cooks have done.
Secretary, what is the next item of business? On behalf of myself, my 5 fellow officers, and the 92 members of the Case County FFA chapter, I welcome you to our 1989 awards banquet. Secretary, what is the next item of business?
Greetings from the Lake County Region.
It's a pleasure for us to have the President of Lake Cumberland Region with us tonight. Just completed 1 term as President and is now serving as President this year. And so let's welcome from the Greene County chapter, Ms. Amy Holt.
Hello. On behalf of my fellow officers, I FFA. I would like to congratulate each member here tonight for the work you've done in the FFA. So your interest in agriculture, you are building for the future. By being a member of this chapter, you have been exposed to many opportunities which will mold your future. Agriculture is changing. No longer is it just farming, but opportunities in animal science, plant technology, and agribusiness, just to mention a few, are many of the new areas left to explore in agriculture. The leadership qualities you've gained through this organization will help you in many areas of your life. The specialized knowledge you've acquired will make you Casey County's future leaders. Casey County has a proud agricultural heritage, as does our nation. With members like you have in this chapter, and we have in the Lake Cumberland region, we can help our country build for an even better future through agriculture, America's largest industry. Thank you.
Secretary, what is the next item of business?
There's been a change in our program, and so now we're going to have the honorary member ceremony.
It's always a pleasure to see honorary members of the FFA. It's our intent and purpose to recognize from time to time the efforts of those on our behalf. Mr. Secretary, please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership.
Honorary membership. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of the Board of Education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, businessmen, and others who are helping to advance vocational agriculture in the FFA and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Mr. Secretary, will you introduce the one to receive this award?
Mr. President, I'm pleased to announce Mr. Ronnie Sumner.
Will the officers take their places beside me? Will the ushers please present the candidate?
I welcome you as a friend to the FFA. It is my privilege and to continue you a symbolic invite for friendship and brotherhood. And I, as a court, inform you FFA National Science and Development Agricultural Well.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as Secretary to add your name to our roll of honorary members.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of each and every member, I wish to say that we are proud to have you as an honorary member. This time, Mr. Harper would like to say something.
I guess you ought to apologize to Ronnie. We pulled him out from a pork producer were cooking for the meeting on the next two. It was sort of unexpected, Ronnie, almost away from him. But as I said, we want to honor him tonight. Ronnie was a former FFA member himself. president. And as Ron is in the president of the Keith County Corporate Producers Association, they initiated the agriculture scholarship for the FFA, or the VOAG students, last year. Last year we gave two $400 scholarships, which we could do again this year. So they initiated that. So for these things, we appreciate you, Mom.
I now confer upon you honorary membership in the Casey County Chapter of Future Farmers of America and present you this token of membership. Secretary. What is the next item of business?
Introduction award.
Now I'm going to explain briefly some of the activities and opportunities the FFA has to offer. I would like to start off with the soil judging team. Every year, 4 students are chosen from junior class to be on the soil judging team. These students are taught how to judge slopes, soil texture, erosion hazard, whether there is good irrigation drainage, along with many other aspects of judging soil. These students compete on the regional level. The dairy judging team is a team made up of 4 students chosen from the sophomore class. These students go on a couple of field trips to local dairy farms to practice judging dairy cattle to prepare themselves for the state fair in the fall. Along with these 4 members, a 5th person is chosen to be in the shouldership class. This person helps show the cattle at the state fair. The FFA also has a welding team. The team is made up of 4 juniors who can weld the best flat bead, vertical up butt, and vertical up billet weld. The FFA does not attempt to make professional welders out of its members. It simply wants to teach them the basics of welding so that they can make these repairs at home on the farm. Next, I would like to discuss the Farm Achievement Awards. These awards, known as Proficiency Awards, are for any FFA member who has an exceptional enterprise project. Members are allowed to participate in 2 of these proficiencies. Some of the areas are ag mechanics, ag processing, ag sales and service, beef production, horse production, farm production, crop production, fish and wildlife, and forest management, along with many others. So as you can see, there's a wide range of topics which an FFA member can compete in. One of the main purposes of the FFA is to develop leadership abilities. One way of doing this is through speaking contests. There are 6 areas of the prompt in which a person can participate. They are horse, beef, sheep, swine, dairy, and horticulture. The speaker in these contests has 20 minutes to prepare a 3 to 5 minute speech on his topic. He then takes and gives the speech in front of judges. The CID contest is one of the many contests for freshmen. A person out of the freshman class can identify the most seats at the study member class, goes to the state fair, and participates in the CID contest. When we were freshmen, Mr. Bryant brought out, he told us we were going to be judging seats, and brought out a little box. We didn't have any idea what was in it. He opened up, and there was about 100 seats. So the CID, the person who was in the CID contest really has a lot to learn. And so it takes a while to learn 100 seats and how to identify and know some attributes of each one. So the CID deserves a lot of credit. Each year, our FFA chapter goes on a couple of field trips. In the fall, freshmen and sophomores will attend the American Livestock Show in Louisville. Then, early in the spring, the juniors and seniors attend the National Farm Senior Show also. We try to attend some of the local field days at Eastern and Western. A person can receive a lot from the FFA and push forward the effort to strive to reach the goal. I encourage you, as FFA members, set goals and work towards reaching them. The FFA has given me a lot, but I didn't get it by just sitting around and doing nothing. I had to put forth the effort. I see potential in many of the FFA members here tonight. In conclusion, I want to thank the office team for working together and making this a good year. I also want to give special thanks to the advisors and my parents for encouraging me and making me go out and work hard. And I really appreciate it. Thank you. At this time, we will be giving the Farm Achievement Awards. Will Greg Goode please come up?
The Farm Achievement Award for this year in the Beef and Forage category goes to Todd Martin. Todd's forage and crop production won on the regional level and will be competing at state level. The home farmstead improvement and the tobacco production goes to Craig Group. The swine production goes to Jody Douglas. Jody entered rated superior second at the regional competition.
This time, we'll Richard.
The Leadership Award is given to the student in each class who has demonstrated the greatest leadership ability. Out of the freshman class, this year's recipient is John Gossage. Out of the sophomore class, John Welding. From the junior class, Lee Burton. From the senior class, Mickey Floyd. The scholarship award is given to the student in each class who has the highest grade point average. Out of the freshman class, John Gossage. From the sophomore class, Greg Goode. From the junior class, Kim Bates. From the senior class, Carl Harper. The Shop Award is given to the student in each class who demonstrates the greatest skills in mechanics, painting, welding, and general shop skills. From the freshman class, Mark Atwood. From the sophomore class, Scott Witt. From the junior class, Chris Patton.
From the senior class, Steve Allen.
This time will Mark Lee come up and give out the record keys for the secretary's book.
Freshman class, Danny Walker. From sophomore class, Robert Nolan. From junior class, Neil Baker. Class, Terry Griffin. Record keeping team this year, Jamie Walker, Joe Harper, John Gossett, Jacob Baker. Treasury Book Award, Lee Harper. Lee ranked second, Superior second in the group. Secretary's Book, Todd Allen.
This time Mark Gossett come up and give the voluntary judge award.
Members of the soul judging team this year were Mark Lee, Cliff Temple, Lee Burton, Neil May, Nancy Edwards. And the members of the different judging team were Mitchell Allen, Chris Patton, Mike Hale, and Mark Patton.
This time the Welding and Music Awards will be given out by Harper.
This year as well as being competed, John Lowe and Eric Sharp, and laid out at school, kept first place in reading, and go on to compete. Knowledge place first. Members of Chris Patton, Lee Burton, Mark Lee, Mark Harris. Mike Hill had highest individual scores in the whole group. Next we have a music group, which captured Superior second in regional competition. Randy Russell, Craig Griffin, and Jamie King. Also, Randy Russell competing individually.
John Welding will come out and get the chapter Welding Awards.
FFA chapters members take pride in themselves and in conducting orderly meetings according to the rules of parliamentary procedure. Each year, our officer team and 4 members that can demonstrate the abilities of parliamentary procedure compete against other FFA chapters. This year, our team members are President Nick Long, Vice President Craig Griffin, Secretary Todd Horn, Treasurer Lee Burke, Reporter Steve Lee, and Samuel Phillips Price. Also, Randy Russell, Jody Douglas, Billy Floyd, and Robbie Patterson.
Montana will be giving out these speaking awards.
Craig Register in District 11, which taking state. Please, Montana, Harper, Register in District 11, which taking state. Chief Montana Ranger. Joe Harper will be giving trees this time.
I believe in leadership for yourselves, for respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently, think clearly, such as skill and knowledge is active in spirit, and an ability to address agriculture to serve our own and public interest in producing and marketing the products of our soul. I believe in less dependence upon baby, more power and bargaining. My life is abundant, love my struggle, so make it so. For others as well as myself. Less need for charity and more of it for me. Being happy myself, playing square with those who have this on me. I believe that rural America can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert influence in my home and community. Good and us all, my part and inspired the best.
This time we're presenting the CID award, and it goes to Greg Good. Tractor driver, he went down to the FFA Leadership Training Center, won the tractor drive, went to state, his name in the right sense, his name's happy, got driving the tractor. This time, Brian Smith will come up and present the chapter of the sweetheart. Each year, it has been a tradition for them to FFA chapter to us and to their sweetheart. For that, and that's the organization. And that's 88 and FFA sweetheart. And then I'm going to share sweetheart businesses. I'd like to present this year's award to this man. Star Green Man Award. This award goes to the freshman who's been most active in FFA, shows leadership abilities, has a good grade, works hard in the shop. It's the highest award a freshman can receive, so it's an honor to receive Star Green Man. This year's Star Green Man, Jamie Paul.
Mr. Secretary, what is the next item of business?
Recognition of Star Chapter Farm for Harper.
Thank you very much. It's an honor for me to be here on behalf of Farm Credit Services to present this award tonight to an individual who has demonstrated leadership and excelled in every activity. I believe you'll recognize here in a minute if you haven't already tonight. I'd like to say that on behalf of Farm Credit Services, we don't have anything to do with selecting who gets this award. It's all done by the class, I understand. And this year they tell me they were 7 students that was eligible for this award, and they selected the one individual to receive it. And I'd like to high honor to come up here. And that's why I finished the presentation. They just handed me this piece of paper when I come in, so I've got to refer to it because I didn't know who was getting the award or what the information was until I got here. And just to, I want to read the top of it. It says, record participation in local, region, state, and national FFA activities and contests, such as public speaking, proficiency contests, livestock judging, fairs, shows, sales, state convention, and FFA leadership training center. And I don't know who put this down. I assume the senior class did, but it has about filled up the whole page of activities and so forth that Todd has been involved in here. And there's a little footnote down here that he's a self-motivated student that has taken every advantage that the FFA organization has to offer. So I believe you'll understand that from all the awards he's already received tonight. And just say a little bit about his farming program. In his sophomore year, he had 5 head of beef cattle and a horse. And the junior year, he had 11 head of beef cattle and 16 acres of mixed hay. I don't know what happened to the horse. He's drinking some cattle. You might want to tell you about that story. And then the senior year, he had 23 head of beef cattle and 40 acres of mixed hay. So it's an outstanding total, and an individual is receiving the award tonight. So Todd, let's get your award.
Mr. Secretary, what is the next item of business?
Special presentation by the driver.
Many of you were here last year, and we initiated the Vocational Agriculture FFA scholarship. There was 2 $400 scholarships. And as you heard Mr. Murphy say, this came about from a pork producer meeting back in the winter of 1987. I'd like to mention to you the 2 recipients of this award for this year. I don't have anything to present to them, but first is Carl Harper. He's a senior here at Casey County High School. He is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Fred Harper. Carl plans on attending Somerset Community College this fall and major in agriculture. He has a 3.52 grade point average over his 4 years here at high school. Some of his honors and responsibilities related to the FFA. He served on the leadership committee for 2 years. He was a member of the welding team and the dairy judging team. He will be receiving the state farmer degree. He served on the chapter meeting team. He also represented the horticulture FFA chapter as the vice president. He's been active in other clubs here at the school. He's a member of the Beta Club, the Foreign Language Club, and the Pep Club. So let's give Carl a round of applause. And he'll be receiving a $400 scholarship this fall. The other recipient is Todd Harn, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jim Harn. Todd also has completed 4 years of agriculture here at high school. He plans to enter the University of Kentucky this fall and major either in animal science or agribusiness. Some of his honors related to FFA is Harper. Some of you have already realized he was a starter green hand. He was a winner of the regional creek speaking contest. He was on the chapter music team. He had several proficiencies from specialty animal crop production, beef. He's been on the party trail procedure team a couple of 3 years. He's been enforcing impromptu speaking. He also will be receiving the state farm degree in June at the state convention. He served as secretary of the FFA this year. Some of his other activities while here at school, he is the senior class president. He is chairman of the project graduation, a member of the Beta Club, a member of Pep Club, Prom Committee, and the Wildlife Club. So he's been very active. His grade point average is a 3.45. I'd like to mention the people that are sponsoring these scholarships. We give them a lot of credit, and we thank them for supporting FFA and agriculture And we are receiving reports from the students that received these scholarships last year. And they have attended 1 year of college now and are doing well. And we feel that these scholarships are helping give encouragement to go on to school and get higher education. Sponsored by the Casey County Pork Producers under the guidance of President Ronnie Summers, the Casey County Beef Club, President Eddie Carmichael, Delta Farm Supply, owned by Wendell Dale, Southern States, the Liberty Branch, which is managed by Denny Johnson, Casey County Ag Services, owned by Robert Welding, and just left me Harvey. Farm Credit Services, and we give Harvey and Mr. Louis Dick credit for their donations. I'd like to recognize at this time 7 members of the senior class that will be receiving the State Farmer degree in June. We'll be going to the State FFA Convention. And the reason I'm recognizing this is the 3rd highest degree that an FFA member can receive. They will receive the Green Hand degree, the Chapter Farmer degree, then some will advance on to the State Farmer degree. And I've got a couple of applicants this year that may even reach the National Farmer degree. Those people I'd like for you to stand. Mickey Floyd, Billy Floyd, Carl Harper, Todd Hunter, Barry Johnson, Jeff Walters, and Robbie Patterson. These gentlemen have put forth a lot of effort in the FFA, in their activities, and in the farming program. Let's give them a round of applause.
Mr. Secretary, what is the next item of business?
The installation of new office.
Lee Burton, would you come to the podium, please? Lee, as president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of our chapter for the upcoming year. You're therefore responsible for guiding our chapter in all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office.
Marshall Godsey, please come to the podium. Marshall, as Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishments indicate you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the President in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in his absence, and keep all committees working effectively.
Greg Goode, please come to the podium. Greg, as Secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of the meetings and carry on chapter correspondence. You should provide the chapter with the orders of business and committee assignments at each meeting. You will also keep a list of members and list of degrees awarded and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws.
Tail lights, please come to the front. Tail, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and expenses and to make very good financial reports. It is also your responsibility in developing the chapter budget and in maintaining sound financial practices.
will you please come forward? Mike, the sentence will elect your duties include loving our friends, caring for the neighbors, and dating with them, providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficult problems. Through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you succeed and the FFA will prosper. More specific duties are listed in the official FFA manual. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office, and will you do your best to uphold the ideas and principles of the FFA? If so, answer we do. Now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. Retiring officers, will you please escort the duly installed officers to their stations?
At this time, newly elected officers will be presented to retiring officers with officer flags. Will Maggie's mother, my mother, please come to the front of the room? This time, Craig Griffin has something he'd like to say.
We almost let this slip our mind. We're sorry. Mr. Price, I have been selected by my senior class to present to you this token of our appreciation for guidance above and beyond the call of duty, for giving us instruction in and out of school, for making sure we had jobs to do while you and Mr. Murphy sit in your office and educate and drink cokes, for telling us when to get our lazy hands out of our pocket and then walk inside and sit down, and for always supplying us with plenty of greasy jobs when we just got our new pants and shoes on. But seriously, on behalf of the 1988 and 89 senior class, we do truly appreciate your guidance and support. Thank you.
I'm afraid those are great after all that.
Mr. Secretary, have you ever written of any further business which we transact at this time? Does any member know of any new or other unfinished business which has properly come before this meeting? We're about to adjourn this meeting of the Casey County chapter of the Future Farmers Society. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent labor, just in our duties, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fire to gain life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. One nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, justice,
He's not done.
Alright.
Better, John.
Later. Well, he do this because he would not do it. He's too lazy out There you go, Mr. Murphy.
Not yet. Recorded by Johnny Brockman, FFA Banquet.